Hello, everyone. There is a breaking news that is happening just now. Before I go on to that breaking news, is to say to you, remember that the Chief of Army Staff was reported to be sick and have been out of the country. That time that Tinubu was not in the country. What's his name? Kashim Shettima was not in the country. The Chief of Army Staff was also not in the country. And initially, there was denial that he was sick. They said that, oh, he had just gone on holiday and whatever. And later, the military came out to say that he was on sick leave and all of that. But anyway, Tinubu has appointed a new Chief of Army Staff. Major General Olufemi Oluyede has been appointed as the acting Chief of Army Staff to step in for Eli Lagbaja, Sahara Reporters confirmed. And there were many people when I first did that, we talked about that whole thing about the Chief of Army Staff not being out of the country, he's sick and all of that. A lot of people said that they were going to replace him with a Yoruba man. I was like, it would be too obvious now, that can be. Anyway, and there were quite many people who said a lot of other people are going to be retired. There was some that, I don't know how true that is. There was someone that was talking about between 200 to 300 people will have to be retired for a Yoruba person to be able to be the next Chief of Army Staff, because of course you can't have the senior of someone be their head. Immediately a particular rank is put in, every other person has to be retired. But I don't know how true that is, because why would there not be so many how do I put it, people, maybe even if it's Yoruba they are insisting on having, there should be people who are Yorubas who are that particular. But anyway, those of you that have said that, apparently you were right. I was saying that about now, but hey, it seems you're right. But let me come to what Sahara Reporters say. Before this new role, Oluyede, who is 56, served as the 56th commander of the Elite Infantry Corps of the Nigerian Army based in Jaji, Kaduna. Bola Ahmed Tinubu has appointed Major General Olufemi Olatubosun Oluyede as the acting Chief of Army Staff to stand in for the ailing substantive Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Abiodun Lagbaja. Bayo Onanuga, Special Advisor, Information and Strategy to Tinubu, disclosed this in a statement on Wednesday, just moments ago. It's a breaking news that is happening right now. Before this new role, Oluyede, 56, served as the 56th commander of the Elite Infantry Corps of the Nigerian Army based in Jaji, Kaduna. Commissioned as a second lieutenant in 1992, Oluyede attained the rank of Major General in September 2020. Throughout his career, he has held various commands, including roles as platoon commander and adjutant at 65 Battalion, company commander at 177 Guards Battalion, and staff officer Guards Brigade. Whew, that's a mouthful. Oluyede's operational experience includes participation in significant missions such as the Economic Community of West African States Monitoring Group, ECOMOG, mission in Liberia, Operation Harmony in Bakassi, and Operation Hadenkai in the Northeast Theater, where he led the 27th Task Force Brigade. Just to digress a little bit, if you're going to have Hadenkai in the Northeast area, okay, it makes sense. I thought that was Southeast, not Northeast. So Hadenkai, the name makes sense. So the statement added, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, has appointed Major General Olufemi Olatubosun Oluyede as the acting Chief of Army Staff. Oluyede will act in the position pending the return of the indisposed substantive Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreed Abiodun Lagbaja. Until his appointment, Oluyede served as the 56th commander of the Elite Infantry Corps of the Nigerian Army based in Jaji, Kaduna. Earlier in October, Sahara Reporters broke the news that Lagbaja had been secretly flown abroad for medical treatment following the prolonged absence from official duties. Sahara reporters also reported that top military officers were jostling for Lagbaja's position due to his ill health and the pessimism surrounding his return to office. And I remember quite well, I think the military responded to say that there was no jostling, there was no vacancy, that the chief of army staff was just on a medical leave and stuff like that and all of that. But at the end of the day, I mean, Sahara reporters have been proven right, because now someone is there, and be sure that they must have been jostling that had gone on. I recently, heard, when people, so it was actually a conversation. Some people who do like this borrowing, these loan sharks, that a military officer had borrowed, was it like about $500 million or $1 billion, that he was jostling to be chief of army staff, and then when he didn't get it, he just brought some properties which they sold to collect. They collect this money, and with huge amount of loan. I'm like, even in the military, when I was hearing this, I'm like, I still can't believe it though. When I'm like, no, in the military, where you're supposed to have, is supposed to be on merit more than anything, and then we sit down and wonder why it is that we are being overrun by ragtag army. We are the ones that have turned ourselves to ragtag army. But anyway, there was justly for it. This development led to intense lobbying of politicians and influential retired generals by those eager to succeed Lagbaja, sources had told Sahara reporters. Lagbaja, born on February 28, 1968 in Ilobu, Osun State, was appointed by Tinubu in June 2023 as the 27th Chief of Army Staff. He took office on June 23rd, 2023, replacing Farouk Yahaya, the Chief of Army Staff. The Chief of Army Staff reports to the Chief of Defense Staff, who in turn reports to the Defense Minister, accountable to the President of Nigeria. Sources describe his ailment as strange to Sahara reporters, and some people have also spoken about this particular position to say there's always one thing or the other, attached to. Remember, we had, before even the one that had gone, there was the Chief of Army Staff that had died in an aircraft and all of that. But hey, I don't know these things. The Chief of Army Staff is now nowhere to be found for many days now. He hasn't been seen at the army headquarters or any military function in the last 3 weeks. I can confirm to you that he's seriously sick and was taken to hospital. However, his family members arranged for him to be moved out of the country for medical treatment, one of the sources have said. So this is talking about, they are quoting from the other reports that they had done on the whole issue. And there were also some talk about that there was a promotion. Also, the 2024 promotion list of soldiers, which was completed a few weeks back, is yet to be signed by the Chief of Army Staff. I was told that the Chief of Administration cannot do it because it will escalate the Chief of Army Staff's absence. Some of my subordinates who are due for promotion are already grumbling. These are some of the things that came from the other thing that is. But hey, it's a long read, and they're rehashing the other things that they've done. But this is what it is. This is the breaking news right now. Tinubu has appointed an acting Chief of Army Staff. What do you think? Thank you for watching. Bye.